Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and today we are going to take a look at your top three. Just last night's Arnold Classics event, the 2023 Arnold Classic event. We have Nick Walker, Andrew Jacked, Samson Dauda. Of course, Samson Dauda won this event, guys. And this is not meant to say Samson Dauda didn't deserve the win. He is one of my favorite of the current competitors, so I'll tell you personally, as a fan, I could not have been any more excited. But do I agree with the judges? Do I believe that Samson was the best bodybuilder here last night or on this night? Andrew Jacked, a fantastic front double bicep pose. Nick Walker, he looks tremendous too. Samson Dauda, hey, he looks awesome. I don't have him winning this shot. I also don't have Andrew Jacked winning because of the arm development. I think Nick Walker does get him in the arm development, but man, oh man, that torso heap of Andrew Jacked. But since this is a, comparison video, let's take a look at some clearer, closer up shots, and this will give us a better impression on how these guys looked and what the judges could see. Obviously, they get a front row seat. And yes, this does Samson Dauda favors as far as the wheels are concerned. He has some dry wheels, and they actually are matching that of Andrew Jack's. But the other pictures didn't seem that way. Andrew, I mean, look at that midsection, guys. Might even give this one to him. Samson's arms look good here. They look bigger, better. Now the forearms are where Andrew Jacked, he's never going to be as good. Structurally speaking, Samson and Nick Walker built similar in that sense. They got the short forearms. Samson's arms look good. Samson's arms look fantastic. So do Nick's. What a close shot. What a close shot, guys. Go to the front lat spread without further ado. And let's put Nick Walker to the side. Structurally speaking, this is just not his shot. So it is a battle between the other two, and I gotta say, Samson is wider than a barn door. Wow, very impressed. Here is the closer up shots of the two. Nick Walker, wasn't hitting it. Wasn't hitting it. Yes, Andrew Jacked, he was, and I mentioned this in the video that I did with him compared to the Olympia, his lats. Something went on there. His right lat seems to be a little bit smaller. His left lat seems to be a little straight. Was round and bulbous, in particular at the Texas. So yeah, lower body, it's a matchup. Maybe even an edge to Jack. But upper body, Samson, I would suggest. Turn to the side here. And here is where, in my opinion, that is, Andrew Jacked kind of falls last in line. I don't want to say he lacks substance, but compared to the other two guys, let's face it, Samson, very thick, as is thick Nick. Now, when it comes to muscle separation in that upper body, I think Andrew Jacked is maybe even the best out of the three. Nick's pretty separated, though. Samson Dauda, he just seems bigger and occupies a whole lot more space than Andrew Jacked in that upper body. Great big arms, and as far as the lower half is concerned, that's where I would say, yeah, Nick Walker's winning the shot. And here's from their individual routines. And Andrew Jacked, it's the placing of I think the camera angle. He was opening up a little bit more in the other shot. Nick Walker, I think, from head to toe, he's the most separated guy, maybe the most complete. I don't know, though. Samson's big man's chest is very impressive indeed. Here's the side tricep. And when I watched the video footage too, when making a decision on this. Nick Walker, he needs to turn a little bit, much like Jacked in that side chest. And his tricep is quite impressive. Now, Samson, he looks good. A little more separation could be used, I think, in the upper body. Legs look good. Now, Andrew Jacked, just not his pose. He was hitting it aesthetically pleasing, different angle. But if you're going to judge it, you really have to see them all hitting the same type of pose. And this is the side tricep, right? So yeah, Nick, from the side, he is pretty incredible, as is Samson. You got to go with the condition, though, right? Turn around. And this is where especially when I was watching the video footage. I could see that Andrew Jacked, he just did not seem as hard and as dense as the other guys. Now, from the front, he was much more separated than, say, Samson. Wouldn't say Nick, but from the front, he was more separated than Samson. But here, it's the exact opposite. Look at the hamstrings of Samson. Just incredible. Back development, good and solid, thick. Now, Nick, speaking of thick, he has a tremendously aesthetically pleasing rear lat spread. Is that possible? Perfect V-taper. Look at that. Doing battle with Samson. Pretty much on par, with each other. But Nick has more striations in the glutes. Now, I know it's not a glute competition, but when it's that close, he also has an edge in the calves, in my estimation. At least in this shot. So, a couple goodies like that. He is probably going to get an edge in this shot against Samson. Here's the rear double. And this is a little bit better of a shot, I think, for Jacked. Normally, the rear lat is. But I think maybe he phoned it in. He didn't practice it enough. Here, he does look maybe wider than Samson. Now, as far as Samson is concerned, his rear lat is the better of the two. He's still in better condition than Jacked. And Nick, he's the more complete guy. And I know the judges, and I know who they picked and who placed where, and that is completely out of my mind. I don't care. I'm judging this how I see fit, where I believe. And Nick is just a strong bodybuilder in a lot of these shots. Very complete. Here's the abs and thigh. And a lot of people say, oh, he's too square. He looks like a brick. What's his name called him a brick? Yeah, that's who. What's his name? Where's he been? I'd like to see him back, though. Blessing Awadibu. He'll be back. Yeah, abs and thigh. Nick, say what you will. He looks tremendous in an aesthetic pose, but nobody's touching Andrew Jacked, guys. Samson, I gotta say, a little lackluster in the separation. But I mean, he got so full. He got so big. I don't know why he got so big. Here is the other shots. Closer up shots. And Andrew Jacked, did you guys see him hitting it like this? This is incredible. You see that? Hope Arnold's seen this. Arnold didn't want to do a pose down with Ramon. Thank you. See you later. You look fantastic. Yes, Andrew Jacked, he looks very good as well. Abs definitely winning this shot. Nick with a hard second place. He's closer to first place than he is to third, I can tell you that. If that makes any sense. If you know what I'm saying. Here is the most muscular to finish this one off. And if you have not made your decision by now, well, I haven't made mine yet. I know where I placed everybody. I'm going to go back. I'm going to make sure. I think Nick's winning the most muscular, if not Samson. Andrew Jacked, he kept playing piano on his chest. First he was saying, get your cameras ready. And cameras, they don't take them like that anymore anyway. They hold their phones up and they take them like that. So he should have held his finger up and started tapping his paw. But anyway, that looks like you're flicking a cigar into an ashtray. And you're not allowed to do that anymore. But anyway. Yeah, I didn't like the way he was doing it. And falls last in line does Andrew Jacked. And like I said, guys, I'm not doing this because I know where they placed them. I still have Nick, number 1 in the most muscular. And here is the side by each. So yeah, I definitely am going to return to all the shots. See who I definitely prefer in each. And with my troglodytic brain, I guess that's what takes the most time. But with the magic of, we'll say, television. Because I like television. We already have it all added up. Look at that, huh? So, yeah, you guys are going to disagree with me. You guys are going to be upset. Did I agree or disagree with the judges? In third place, I have Andrew Jacked. So, in that sense, yes, I agree with the judges, and I have it very close. To be honest with you, Diane, I think it was close between Andrew Jacked and the guy I have in second place, Samson Dauda. So I disagree with the judges. And there can only be one other guy. It was a three-way matchup. Nick Walker, in my opinion, and now most of you are not upset with me yet, but I gotta be honest with you guys. Like I said, Samson, my favorite out of the three, like a personal favorite. I've been rooting for this guy, Samson Dauda, one of my favorite bodybuilders. But I gotta be honest, when I did this, laid it all out, actually I have Nick Walker clearly ahead of the other two guys. But hey, that is just me. That is bodybuilding. If somebody said they have Andrew Jacked, the clear winner, I'd debate it. Not going to get upset over the situation, but I could see your point. Aesthetically pleasing, things of that nature. But yeah, it was a great event. It was an awesome Arnold Classic event. And I look forward to these three meeting at the Olympia. And also, word to the wise, Hattie Shupin, Derek Lunsford, Samson Dauda, with this title underneath his little tiny posing trunks. He will be gunning for both of you guys. This could be a situation where he just, boom, wins the Olympia. Samson Dauda. You never know. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel, whether you agree or disagree. You know, it's bodybuilding. It is what it is. Have a great one.